Hi, this is Dr. Praveen Saxena, and I've been working on this. Want to share some of the details what we have been working for all these days, and this is related to the COVID-19 pandemic, and we had some reasons to believe this the co-infections with the fungal problems along with the COVID. So this is one of the areas which has been totally neglected by our medical professionals, and we believe that just by adding a one more component in the protocol should help the patients in a much way. So in my talk I'll be going to talk about something about what exactly is hybrid is how this viral and the fungal and other things are causing DNA RNA hybrid things occurs, and I'll be talking in the later part. I'll be talking about how we can add to this protocol which can help really in managing the disease in a proper way. So let me first talk with the thing called genetic fusion. This genetic fusion is enables two independent organisms to merge their DNA and RNA to form a new hybrid nucleic acid. As you all are aware, COVID is a 90 COVID-19 is a RNA, this one, and we believe this there is a hybrid with a fungal. I'm just giving example of histoplasma here, and this particular can be a possibility. This When we talk about something about gene fusion, a fusion gene is a hybrid gene which is formed from two previously independent genes as such, and these are the things which are difficult to diagnose and treat. When there is a amalgamation of viral genes and the fungal genes, it's really and I think this is the real problem at site here, which we are trying to understand. So when we talk about this gene fusion is nothing new. We knew about Epstein-Barr virus, we knew about papillomavirus, we are aware of the hepatitis B and C virus. These viruses, when they get into the human cells, which is a cellular component which has got a free we have got a cytoplasm, we have got a nucleus, you have got a mitochondria. So the human nucleus forms a host to these viruses which we are talking about, human papilloma virus, hepatitis B and all that. So this hepatitis B and all that, this is the free DNA which enters into this cell and which is causing to induce cancers. It has been always proved a thing as such. So what exactly is being done here is this is the genetic mutations, which is there are at least 33 mycotoxins which have related gene interactions, which mutations have been found, which is reported very well into oncology journals and all that. And this is all cancers are thought to be due to the gene mutations, and these gene mutations are probably because of the when we look at the something like Hep B and all, hepatitis B, Epstein-Barr virus and all that. So this is all peer-reviewed journals studies, and where we believe this gene mutations is a cause, and I feel that these mutations are probably occurring because of the present COVID situation also. So we need to go back to what happened with the virologist who worked with the Wuhan. This is one of the postulates. We are not very sure about the things as such. They when they worked on the caves in, and when they got contaminated with the Histoplasma capsulatum, and this who were testing that bad guano for the presence of COVID, possibly this might had resulted in nucleic acid known fusion as and thing. And again, coming back to the studies which proves that in Baylor College of Medicine also this gene fusion has been known in thing. This fusion can happen in the non-cancerous cell. Till now we used to think it's only the cancerous cells which cause gene fusion, and but non-cancerous cells also can be a host to thing. uh, so this DNA strand, DNA mutation and gene fusion is a possibility, and what I need to give a small idea is whether we are dealing with this COVID-19 or histoplasmosis. This I believe this got histoplasmosis and COVID-19. COVID-19 is a virus kind of thing. Histoplasmosis is a fungal thing as such, and sometimes this some histoplasmosis takes over and causes that kind of sudden cytokine storm and all that. So this is we are just trying to understand this particular thing. Why this immunocompromised people only are getting affected? Is there any fungal component is there or not? So a word about histoplasma, they are found in spores, they are found in the bat or bird droppings, and the infection is spread by the airborne infection, which is already proved by the Mayo Clinic people. And it is speculated Wuhan virologists visiting bat caves were merely walking, by mere walking on the with the boots and all that, they disturb the soil infected histoplasma, and that must have kind of thing. So the coming to the similarities, what histoplasmosis as well as COVID-19 has got, you get sick by both the inhaling the virus or fungus, and both the immunocompromised people are most vulnerable. The incubation period is the same, 2 to 17 days, and you have got it can result in ARDS spectrum, and both are systemic disorders, and they both share the identical symptoms. The symptoms can be starts with fever, chills, headache, muscle aches. You have got dry cough, chest discomfort, fatigue, and ARDS. And the another thing which was we are trying to understand with that is there is a thing called volatile organic acids, compounds. Volatile organic compounds are being secreted by most of the fungal diseases. And when we see that this particular thing, cervical cancer because of human papilloma virus, can be detected by a dog. The dog detects the VOCs, and we know that now the dogs can Labrador dogs can detect the cancer. Similarly, these things can be detected by even the COVID can be detected by this particular thing, but because it emits that VOC. So again, this is mostly this video is created for the doctor community, and I want to make it very clear, we don't have any disclaimer. There's no company or something which is sponsoring this particular thing. This is purely on our individual interest. I started creating this. This is the effort of some days of some months of work together. So I would like to introduce to a new concept called mycoviruses. You know what is mycobacterium? Mycobacterium is again we call it as a tuberculosis and all that. What is happening with mycobacterium also? Myco word is fungus. Myco is fungus. Bacterium is a bacteria. When there is a fusion of bacteria and fungus, the problem starts. So similarly, myco is a fungal thing, and you have got virus. It is called something like mycovirus. Mycovirus, it is discovered in 1962. They infect the fungi. These viruses first infect the fungi which is there in the human system and all that. The people having fungal issues, they are more susceptible. The people having immunocompromised status, they are more susceptible. So the like viruses that infect animals and plants, mycoviruses require the living cells of other organisms that replicate. Okay, microviruses require a structure as. So this fungi also is an intracellular thing as a, and it is similarly the fungus is a eukaryote and the human cell is a eukaryote. They resemble most. There are a lot of common things in that. You have got a cell wall. You have got a so what happens? This fungi, if they provide this virus a place, this becomes a hybrid virus, mycovirus. So see, these mycoviruses may be adapted to living with their host for a long periods, and that association may even benefit both mycovirus and the fungus. See, you have got a concept called obligate intracellular parasites. Mycovirus reprogram this host cell metabolism in order to replicate and avoid antiviral responses. So, needless to say, think this has been this is a literature from a publication of pathology way back in 2015. So the mycovirus is a known entity. What is happening with the hybrid structures occurring with genetic fusion? The contribution of co-transcriptional RNA DNA hybrid structures to DNA damage and genome instability. So this RNA DNA hybrids are implicated in a multitude of biological processes. Loss of certain RNA processing factors in eukaryotic cells is associated with increased formation of co-transcriptional RNA DNA hybrids known as R-loops, resulting in DNA double strand breaks and the DNA damage. So this is the way what happens is the cancer mutagenesis happens with this particular thing. You have got double DNA adducts and all that, double DNA strand breaks and all, which is resulting in the DNA damage. So what exactly is I'm talking about this COVID and all that. I'm not talking about cancer here. I'm talking about a free DNA, a reason for severe COVID-19 infection. Is it a possibility? Yes, people have worked on May 5th to a medical hypothesis. There was a paper presented. The etiology of severe COVID-19 has been largely unknown. We all know about that. Similar as SARS-CoV and MERS-CoV. And it has been taken for granted SARS-CoV-2 is thought to be derived from bat virus. Why bat virus which has got this virus is not susceptible, it is not causing any manifestation in the bat, why in the humans? It's a big thing as such. We need to discuss about that. As doctors, we believe the bat has got the basal body temperature is quite high. It doesn't allow that particular thing, replication of virus and all that in the body. Whereas there is apart from that, the free DNA in the cytoplasm or the blood, which has with this virus, cannot bring up violent immune response in bat, but it can produce, because in bat you don't have that obligate intracellular hosts are not present in that. That's the reason it produces severe inflammation in the humans, whereas it doesn't cause any inflammation in the bats. The people started testing about fecal sampling of the bats, bat guano, and by testing that fecal sampling of the bats, there was a histoplasma contamination, and this histoplasma or any other fungal contamination has proved to be disaster in an immune compromised elderly population. So again a food for thought. What exactly, why doesn't phagocytosis neutralize the histoplasma, is again a question which comes. In case of fungal infection, sometimes phagocytosis fails. In tissues, cells of histoplasma, that is called ascomycete, are found within the macrophages only. However, the macrophages does not always lead to killing an intracellular habitat, paradoxically, resulting in production of the fungus from other defenses. See, this is the mechanism of microbial defense, which clearly says, see, the phagocytosis not always lead to killing and intracellular killing of the thing as such. So you have got a parasite. If you have got a parasite, bacteria or a virus, if you have got phagocytosis, if it is not properly functioning, so it further causes, paradoxically, it results in the production of the fungus from other defenses of the host. What I mean to say is, the virus which is COVID, we have got, and you have got we have got a hybrid between the virus as the fungus. So whatever antivirucidal you are giving, because it is phagocyte, it is there enveloped in the fungal kind of thing, it is not going to respond with that. This is again, coming to the multiple things, there are a lot of papers which was presented. People with more mild or no symptoms could be spreading the disease. See, the thing, the clarity, it is being presented, it was a documented paper, and for making it simple, I believe that viruses produce symptoms, whereas histoplasmosis does not in the immunocompetent people. Okay, where immunocompetent people, they don't have any so this one, so they keep on spreading the disease. That's the kind of thing. So my take is very clear here. Yes, I think we are dealing with something called mycovirus, and our protocol should involve not just the regular antivirals, not just the supportive therapy. We need to add on something like an antifungal component here also. I somewhere I can give a lot of references, but I try to understand with my work over the last 20 years of autism, working with autism, trying to find out what exactly why this there is a problem with the fungal issues all the time in the autistic kids. We were trying to we did every other antifungals, whatever, from nistadine to itraconazole. We had done natural antifungals. We started giving coconut oil. We asked the patient to change the diet. The change of diet was no sugars, no milk. I can say the natural vitamins which is supposedly working for right now for COVID. You say it is a vitamin D3 or vitamin C. We have got very good number of results just by supplementing. Dr. Renu has done an amazing work on supplementing the vitamin D. What I believe, it is a kind of thing. Vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B3, which is niacin. These are all antifungal. They work. The process they work is by working on the antifungal thing. So I I request all of us as such, and let's not try to create what exactly, but a simple addition of a sugar-free diet, no milk in the diet, trying to see that a kind of person who is infected, no sugar, no milk, no refined carbohydrates, giving abundant coconut oil, trying to put on something like a prescription antifungal drug, it will go a long way. And I'm sure this is the way we can always bring a change in the society. And I'm very sure there has to be a, because what is happening is for some of the people who doesn't have any fungal issues in them, who doesn't have any immunosuppression, who are the people who are having cancer, people who are on chemotherapy drugs, people who are on other things as such. These people are having the dysbiotic flora. These are the people who are hypertensive, the people who are obese. There is a dysbiotic flora is a big issue here. And when you have fungal predominance in your human system, so this smart virus is not attacking the human cells directly. It is attacking the fungal cells, making that mycovirus grow, and which is causing a big kind of destruction, I can say. Because that free DNA, that free particular thing which flows like is really bad. I really appreciate for the time what you had given me, and I hope there will be a lot of questions and answers. I am always answerable. My website is healthyheart.in, as well as I have a DrSaxena I try to work with that particular thing, and I'm sure there will be a lot of queries, and I'm just asking to add a simple protocol into the COVID management, and that should make a big difference. Thank you.